Okay, computer says we're live. We'll see if we're live or not. And I'll continue to dig for a couple of missing coins while I'm doing this. All right, there we go. Mark Comfort, welcome. Dewey Day, welcome. Ironman, welcome. Mr. Ed, welcome. Puppy, go lay down. Trying to get clarification on an item here while we're waiting for folks to come in. Okay. All right, so Ironman, Mr. Ed, Linda Brown, Gary David, Earl Shaner, Paulette, Wayne, Joe Noakes, John Henry, Malcolm, welcome. Very cool, Joe. AK Brett, welcome. Thank you. Todd, welcome. See how we're doing population-wise. We're about 50 people in the stream, so I'll kind of try and explain where we're at, if I can, one time, right before we actually do the first lot, which will be coming up pretty quickly. Let's see, who else is here? Jamama, welcome. We got some new colors tonight. What the heck? Bobby, yeah, there is a video, but there's no question, okay? And I'll explain that here in a second when we get enough folks in here that I hopefully only have to say it once. We're right around 50 folks. We get up around 60 or 70, I'll kind of cut loose with what's going on. I did, in the meantime, I did get about 40 packages out to the post office today. I've got another 20 that had not been packed that are ready to go to the post office tomorrow. I have one still looking for an owner, Throttle Queen. This is from a couple weeks ago, and we just don't have any information whatsoever who it belongs to. I mean, who Throttle Queen is. Somebody that was brand new. I'm guessing probably came in on Zelle, but Zelle doesn't give us any information, you know. So Sana Ono, I still have to pack. Robert A, I still have a package to pack, and it looks like Paul Orange I still have to pack. So those are the only three that I haven't gotten packed this week. From last week, it's I swear, man, it's like I wouldn't even bother buying lottery tickets right now, even if they told me 5 of the 6 numbers were on the card, you know. Let's see, 54 people. We're getting there. So the coin that I took the picture of at the intro, that actually I'm verifying with B. She got several of those very cool German coins from the 70s and 80s. And so I'm just making sure that I'm giving the right coin, which I just got confirmation. So, all right, that's cool there. And all right, yeah, we're right around 60 folks, so I'm going to go ahead and get started here. And I unfortunately have to start off with some bad news. Certainly upsetting for me. I had a very rough day today. Didn't sleep at all last night. And no sugarcoating it. Puppy looks like he seemed to be getting a little better now. He wound up back in puppy hospital the other day, and the doctor switched up, tried another treatment, and he does seem a little perkier today. But, you know, that can change, so we got to keep an eye on him. I got real sick last night and into today. Part of it being, you know, the PTSD kind of stuff. And then it caused, it flipped into an anxiety attack, which kept me up all night. Because, unfortunately, Mrs. B is in the hospital again. She's not doing well. I was expecting her to be home today. And that's not going to happen. So, thank you, Randall. Thank you, Paula. Tim, welcome. Linda, welcome. Salko, welcome. So what we're going to have to do tonight is, obviously, you know, please keep her in your prayers. Change of hands, welcome. Thank you. But needless to say, without her here and me flying solo, this is just like last week when she got sick. Although last week was a cakewalk compared to this one. Basically, that's why there's a video, but no question, because I'm not going to be able to do giveaways. You know, there's no way that I can access that information to be able to do it fairly and accurately. Any new people that would like to bid, unfortunately, they're not going to be able to register to bid because we have no way to verify it. So basically, there's not going to be any giveaways tonight, just like the last stream that we did, and you guys said just don't do any giveaways. So we're going to go that route again tonight. Obviously, if Puppy springs a leak all of a sudden and needs to go because of his meds, I'm just going to, you know, say, hey, guys, nature call, Puppy's got to go, and then I'll put the mic down. Earl, the boss, said, I got to be here, you know. This is how we pay the bills, and, you know, we've missed too many lately from not being well to, it's kind of a compounding snowball kind of thing, you know. You don't feel well, so you miss putting the videos, you miss doing the auctions, and then the bills come to, you know, pay the mortgage and things like that, and you're like, okay. So all we can do is what we can do, you know? Like they taught us in the military, adapt and overcome, you know? Like I say, Earl, I didn't sleep at all last night, but I passed out about 7 o'clock this morning and woke up about 3 this afternoon and pretty much shot my day, which that's why there's 3 packages left that didn't get done in time for the stream to start. So, Tim, I don't know. I'd have to ask Mrs. B. You know, I don't know. You know, we've gone back since April 1st. We've gone back now to PayPal only. There's no Zelle, period. So that would make it a little easier, but I don't know what requirements there are for that because it might be a bank account thing, you know. I've never messed with it on our side. I've had a PayPal account of my own, but I've never, from a vendor's perspective, if you will, on the receiving end of the funds, I've never really had to do that. So I don't know what to tell you. Troy, thank you very much. Hillbilly, welcome. So yeah, I mean, what the heck? Let's just get started. What do you say? So, you know, I don't know whether, you know, we're going to play it by ear. We're going to do it like we did the other night. There's no giveaways. We've got 40 lots. B had 40 lots set up for me before she went, just in case, which thank God she did. You know, and so we're good to go there. And as we get through them, we'll see whether we do a halftime break, see what Furball here winds up doing, you know, whether we wind up taking the halftime break and, you know, and go let him go then, or if he does the leaky plumbing thing, then you know, it kind of doesn't matter, right? Because there's no giveaway to stop for, and there's no leaky plumbing to stop for. Let's see, what is this one? 80. I think I got that backwards. Hang on. Oops. Yeah, there's lot one. Okay, so there's lot one. And that's lot 3, and lot 2 is, there we go. Okay, now I'm squared away here. So lot number 1, as you can see, is a 1981 uncirculated coin set in typical B fashion, that it's a white envelope that's 40 years old and looks like brand new, and it doesn't have any glue on it, which means it came out of a big box full of coins. So it also is Susan B. So you've got the Philly set, or excuse me, this is the Denver set. Nope, Philly set. I was right the first time. So the Philly set and the Denver set, which on the Susan B, it has DNS in here. So you wind up with all 3 Susan B's with this set, and the quarter is absolutely beautiful on this thing. So nickel's looking pretty sharp too. So we'll put that down here. There we go. All right, starting bid $19. Oh, Hibley's feeling better too. Yeah, it's good. When in doubt, welcome. GMAP, welcome. So B said, no, B being B. B said she might pop in and try and either put the lot list or the, I'm not sure about the, you know, the registration list up top, but Mark Comfort at 20, thank you. You know, so basically she was so exhausted, I think she's just gonna go to sleep. And I don't know if, you know, if they're gonna let her out, you know, now, later, whatever. So we're just playing it by ear. Mark at 20, going once. Are you cleaning yourself there, pup? All right, Mark at 20, going twice. Paul Orange, welcome. Paul Orange, 22. Mark Comfort, 24. Glastron, welcome. Emilio, welcome. Yeah, GMAP, she's in the hospital. So hopefully she'll get out either tonight or early tomorrow. That's what she was thinking. So Mark at 24, going once. Paul at 25. Brandon Butler, welcome. Paul at 25, going once. Mark at 26. Paul at 30. Paul at 30, going once. Thank you, Kenneth. Paul Orange at 30, going twice. Paul Orange at 30 for the third and final call. Sold, Paul, $30 plus 5 for the first lot of the night. Takes 35. Okay, lot number 2. This is a beautiful 500th anniversary of Columbus discovery of America. Nina, Pinta, and Santa Maria on this side. You can see all the rigging, how beautiful that thing is. And then, of course, on the front, it's got 1492 to 1992, which was, 31 years ago. But it's kind of cool. It's got his men getting off the boat. Lots of detail on him and on the ships. It's a beautiful decam coin, and it is clad, not silver. $14 starting bid. General Music, welcome. Akita, welcome. I mean, there's a great front here, but with a lot of these, when you got a reverse that looks like this, it's kind of like, what front? That's just me. Akita at 14. Dewey, 16. Yeah, Carolina, now we call them tall ships, yeah. Oh, Paula, I know how that is with the rain it pours things. Good Lord. Thankfully, one thing I learned a long, long time ago when I came home from the service and had a string of relatives that decided it was time to check out, And Maurizio, 17. Maurizio, you have a deposit with us, right? Or have you bought before? Or do the mods know? Because I have no way to check. Akita at 18. Yeah, I learned back then, never ever say it can't get any worse, because the man upstairs has a real twisted sense of humor when it comes to that. And I found out the hard way. He will show you that yes, it can. So, so God bless any of you that are going through the kind of couple weeks that we've been going through here. Dewey at 20, Steve at 21. Welcome, Steve. Yes, he does. Okay, cool, Brett. Thanks. Yeah, I don't think we actually picked up that tall ships phrase until we did the Statue of Liberty in '86 when we did the restoration, and then they did like a whole bunch of tall ships, like tall masted schooners like this from around the world. Was it for that or the bicentennial? Can't remember. And they cruised through New York Harbor, and then some of them went through like the Great Lakes to Chicago, and it was pretty cool. But I don't remember them being called that before that. Steve at 21 going once. Cad, welcome. Oh yeah, got you, Brett. William Fish Sense, welcome. Steve Ernest at 21, going twice. Steve at 21 for the third and final call. Sold to Steve Ernest, $21, 5 for the first lot of the night, 26 total. Thank you. Thomas Wells, welcome. So I gotta do paperwork here. Okay. Oh. Hope it checks out okay, Change. If you're talking Rush St. Luke's in Chicago, that's a really good hospital. I unfortunately know it really well, but I also know it really well because my uncle, way when I was a kid, was the chief of surgery there. Go figure. All right, Clarence Decker, welcome. All right, lot number 3. Do I have this down? Yep, okay. Lot number 3 is 1972 American Revolution Bicentennial Commemorative Medal. It's the first year in the series that they did these. It has first day of issue on the stamps. It also has the cancellation postmark of Williamsburg, Williamsburg, Virginia, July 4th, 1972. It's got the craftsman that you would see at Colonial Williamsburg, rum blower, rum bottle blower. George Washington medal and Sons of Liberty on the reverse, and then all the history inside of that as well. So you've got everything in a nice, neat little package. Starting bid, $15. Marie, welcome. Puppy, lay down. Lay down. I know you're confused. Lay down. So $15 starting bid for this one. Any interest? check to see if I have any legs since I set up Akita at 15. Thank you, Akita. I had a little bit. Akita at 15. Akita at 15 going once. Yeah, we actually have some very cool stuff in here too that she put in here. So Akita at 15 going twice. Akita at 15 for the third and final call. What's the matter, pup? Nickname welcome. Akita sold $15. 5 for the first lot of the night. It's 20 total. Thank you. Didn't find this one. Let me see. Come on. I believe that's it. Let me see. Yep. Found it. Okay, cool. All right, bring out the good stuff. I think this is pretty good here. How about a 1946 rainbow wheat penny? You can see the pinks, the blues. Nice coin, really cool toning on it. And of course, it's 95% copper because it's a wheatie. Starting bid $12. $12 starting bid. Any interest? Ed at $12. Thank you, Ed. Pop, what's the matter? Ed at 12 going once. What, you gotta go already? You just went. Lori, welcome. Lori, he's so. King Story, welcome. Ed at $12 going twice. Ed at $12 for the third and final call. Sold to Mr. Ed, $12 plus 5 for the first lot of the night, 17 total. Thank you and congrats. Lori, they changed up his meds when he was in the doggy ER again this weekend. You know, he seems like he's doing better. He has more energy, but he wound up in the hospital. So, you know, kind of hard to keep an eye on him and see if everything's working okay or, you know, whatever. Because anyway, lot number 5. All right. Got a couple of these tonight. So a little bit different on each one, but that's what makes these cool. This one, if I can get it to shrink just a tad, there we go. This is one of the infamous years. And this is the wrong one. So why do we have, hang on. Wrong coin. 95. Ah, okay. Yeah, wrong thing altogether. Wow. Flossie, welcome. All right, 1995. It's thought I was supposed to be a coin because of the way she's got this set up, but that was me. That wasn't her. 1995, silver-proof set, original packing COA, 800,000 minted, silver-proof set, 1995. Scott Lockhart, long time no see, my friend. Welcome. So here's the 3 silvers, 90 percenters, regular decams on the other side here. And there you go. $49 starting bid. Sorry, Scotty. Yeah, our pooch is 12, and he's been really sick for like a month. We're on and off different meds, and B's in the hospital, so it's like, you know, piling on. Ooh, pup, you okay? Yeesh. Starting bid on this is $49. It is 90% silver on these 3 coins here, and it is low mintage. Jason D, welcome if I didn't say hi. Yeah, he's acting like he wants to have me open that door. Let's see, $49 starting bid. Any interest? If not, I'm going to set this one aside and take a quick doggy time out and let him go and be right back. All right, let's go. wasn't faking. He really had to go. So I apologize. Yeah, Scotty, hate to see after all this time since we haven't seen you to hear bad news, man. But you've had tougher before, but I know losing a dog is not easy. So, all right, Jafroli, welcome. All right. Oh, silver set was sold to Mark Comfort for $49. All right, cool. Thank you. $49 plus 5 for the first lot of the night, $54. Yeah, this little guy, we brought him home. He was about 8-10 pounds. That was about 12 years ago. Now he's about 85 pounds, something like that. So, don't know how much longer we're gonna have. He's getting up there. All right, lot number 6. Ooh. Lot number 6 is a 71. Lori, yeah, she is. She doesn't want me to go in any details as far as what or why, but it was connected to what same thing she was in for a week or a couple of weeks ago. So, all right, so this is a 1971 uncirculated P&D set with an S penny and sealed at the mint. Has not seen fresh air or daylight since 1971. $18 starting bid. Flossie, there's 40 altogether. We're on lot number 6. We will not have a lot list tonight because of my bride being in the hospital. So Mr. Ed, 19. Sano, welcome. 22 from Sano. Dewey Day, 23. Sano, 24. Just ahead of Randall. GMAP, not as many as we'd like to, but been together a long time. Scotty, yeah, it's Silent Silver, welcome. There you go, Malcolm just posted it for you. So Sano at 24, going once. Sano at 24, going twice. Randall at 25. Glastron 28. Sano 30. Santa, we don't do that. You're probably gonna, what you're talking about, a lot of that stuff is basically typical coin shop, jewelry shop type of stuff. That or pawn shops, I guess. Glastron 32. You know, unless you got some really nice coins, then Great Collections is your best bet. So Glastron at 32, going once. Thank you, Lori. Glastron 32, going once. Sano at 33. Sano at 33, going once. Sano at 33, going twice. Sano at 33 for the third and final call. And puppy's back to snoring. Sold Sano at 33 plus 5. Randall at 34. It goes on. I could tell that one wasn't done. Sano at 35. Sano at 35. Going once. Sano at 35. Going twice. Sano at 35 for the third and final call. Sold Sano, $35 plus 5 equals 40 total. Thank you and congrats. Okay, lot number 7 already. 1944S, uncirculated, 35% silver, barnacle. Very nice shape. Starting bid, 20 bucks. Our shafter welcome. I did not check this one for full steps, but you can see there's steps there, so that's a good start. And the detail on this thing is really nice. Weighing at 22. Shafter at 24. Edward, welcome. Shafter at 24, going once. Weighing at 26. Has anyone heard, I know we heard last week, or I think it was last week, that Amy was starting to feel a little better. Weighing at 28. Haven't heard about demented lately. Is she okay? Shafter at 30, going once. Good, Malcolm. Good to hear. Thanks. Wayne at 31. Wayne at 31. Going once. Wayne at 31, going twice. Wayne at 31 for the third and final call. Sold Wayne, $31 plus 5 for the first lot of the night equals 36. Don't know, Lossie. They just randomly assign colors to people that are not members or moderators for some reason from YouTube. We don't have anything to do with it. All right, so lot number 8. Gotta zoom down a little bit now. United States Mint proof set, including 50 state quarters, which it's the second year of the 50 state quarter program. So there's the half dollar, dollar, dime, nickel, penny, C of A in the middle there. Look how pretty the reverses of those. A little bit glint off of that $50. C of A, there's the 5 Georges, and Massachusetts, Maryland, South Carolina, Virginia, and New Hampshire. Excuse, come out a little bit. Okay. Starting bid $16. Joseph at 16. Joseph at 16, going once. Randall at 17. Kakumai, 20. Glastron, 22. Glastron at 22, going once. Randall, 24. Man, table's just not set up right tonight. Gustavo, welcome. Glastron, 26. Glastron, 26, going once. Randall, 28. Brian, since about 1968, roughly, maybe 66. Glastron, 30. But that was, as a kid, it was it's probably serious collecting was once B and I met. Then it kind of took on a whole new life. Glastron at 30. Glastron 30 going once, Kakumai 35. Kakamai 35 going once. Glastron 39. David, welcome. Glastron at 39, going once. Henrio, there he is. Glastron at 39, going twice. Glastron at 39 for the third and final call. Sold the Glastron, $39 plus $5 for the first lot of the night. For you new folks, the $5 that I keep mentioning is each auction that we have. When someone wins their first lot of the night, we add $5 to help offset shipping costs. We're up to 2+ bins of mail, several $100s a week, and everybody kind of agreed a long time ago to add $5 to the first lot each evening. There's 40 lots. They could wind up with 10, 15 lots. It's happened many times, but they only pay the $5 once per night. Okay, lot number 9, another war coin, war era coin. How about a 1943 uncirculated? Look at the condition on this thing. Talking about clean. It's like, holy cow. It says uncirculated. The condition, the chest feathers, it's just, yowza. 90% silver, $22 starting bid. David, all the coins move up and down over a longer time period, but right now we're kind of in a period where things are on the upswing again. Change of hands, member for 11 months at the J&B member level, almost a year. Yay, new member, thank you very much. Okay, $22 starting bid for this nice 43. No, it just looks like some sort of a scuff mark or some sort of mark right there. Almost like somebody touched it with a felt tip or something. To be honest, that's what it resembles the most in person. Kakamai, we're not going to have a lot list tonight because B's in the hospital. So just going to have to do it that way, and no giveaways either, and no new bidders. Brian, welcome. Kakamai's at 25. David, yeah, 90%. The way it should be. Yeah, me too, Kakamai. Geraldine, 26. Kakamai, 30. Look at how well struck this thing is, too. That was the thing that impressed me when I saw it first. Is, you know, all the details are just nice and crisp. The date, his hair, the ponytail, and then the hair details, and then really clean fields. Tracy, it's I don't know. I don't know how to answer that one. So she doesn't really want me to go into a lot of detail about what's specifically going on, but yeah, she's supposed to get out sometime tonight. But it's the it's more of the same that she's been fighting for several months. It can potentially be pretty serious. Jason D at 31. Not potentially, it can be. I mean, it you know, yeah, it has potential for things to go real bad. So, Jason at 31. Kakamai at 35. David, we buy from dealers, and you know, whether it's, you know, private dealers or at their shop or shows, sometimes in their shops after hours, that kind of stuff. Don't buy from anybody we don't know. Hey Dale. Jason 36. Jason 36 going once. Jason at 36 going twice. Wild cards, welcome. Jason D at 36 for the third and final call. Sold to Jason D, 36 plus 5 for the first lot of the night. Thank you and congrats. Alrighty, lot number 10. right order. Okay, these are from boxes that we have. Starting to run out. 2020 bank wrapped or armored car wrapped Kennedy halves. First year of circulating Kennedy halves after 20 years of not intended for circulation, mint only. And then 2021, same thing. And 2022, same thing. There you go. So $30 face value on those, uncirculated, unopened, $58 starting bid. Leonicio, welcome. Starting bid, $58. Mark Comfort, 58. Thank you, Mark. Paul Orange, 60. Thank you, Paul. Paul at 60, going once. Paul at 60, going twice. Lawrence, unfortunately, you have to be a register. You have to register to bid for the first time. And unfortunately, with my wife in the hospital, I don't have any way to register a new first-time bidder. So you come back Friday at our Friday or Saturday auction, we'll be able to do that. And we will have a lot more stuff like this. But I just don't have any ability to do it right now. So Paul Orange at 60 for the third and final call. You're more than welcome to hang out and see how things work. Paul sold at 60. Thank you and congrats. All right, lot number 11, United States proof set, clad not silver. There you go, 1978, last year for the Ike. Isn't that a beauty? It's like he's floating. Quarter same way, $50 same way. Looks like all the coins. Beautiful set. Nice and clean. $19 starting bid. Kakamaya 23. Kakumai at 23, going once. I just noticed that penny. It's just lined up perfect with the camera and the light to get just a really pristine shot of it. Kakumai at 23, going twice. P&W, welcome. Yeah, P&W, there's no giveaways tonight. That's why there's no conventional announcement. B's in a hospital, so no way to do anything like that. Kakumai at 23 for the third and final call, plus 5 for the first lot of the night. Sold at 23, thank you. Okay, this one always causes interest. Starting bid's 29 bucks. It is the one I pulled out earlier, 1935 Deutschreich, 5 Reichsmarks. It's got the swastikas. And I believe that's the Reichstag there. And Denmark, which I can't make out. But silver, World War II era, actually 4 years before they invaded Poland, kicking off World War II. Starting bid $29. Thanks, Wildcard. Jafroli, that stands for Rotterdam. Okay. Kakumai 29. Mark at 30. Oh. Steve Ernest 32. Mark Comfort 34. Mark Comfort 34. Steve Ernest 35. Mark at 40. Kakumai 42. Mark at 45. Is that a quarter? It's about the size of a $50, American $50, but it's 5 Deutschmarks, or in this case, Reichsmarks. Let's see, by comparison. Oh, I guess I'm too far in to see the side by side. American half dollar versus, it's just slightly smaller than American half dollar. Kakumai at 50. Mark at 55. I think if you watch the Marvel movie, you know, where they did each individual character at one point, their origin story, and it was Magneto, the guy with the helmet, you know, that could move metal and stuff. That's the coin that was featured in that movie, basically. So Mark at 35 going once. Kakumai at 60. Oh, I said 55. Yeah. All right, makes sense. So Kakumai at 60. Mark at 65. Grubster, welcome. Mark at 65 going once. Takumai at 70. Rambo from Scotland. I guess the green with the lyre on there should have been a clue, huh? Scotland. Kakumai at 70, going once. Kakumai at 70, going twice. Kakumai at 70 for the third and final call. Sold to Kakumai, $70. Thank you and congrats. Glasgow. Okay. Well, welcome. Thank you and congrats, Kakumai. Yeah, Jafroli, it's one of those that's it's kind of a mixed bag when we have those, but it's part of history. So, all right, lot number 13, 1963B. There it is right there, Joseph Barr, Secretary of the Treasury for 28 days. Federal Reserve note. Nice and crisp. A little offset to the right and a little bit offset to the south. In fact, you can see the front kind of bleeding through a little bit. It's also down towards the bottom a little bit. $19 starting bid. VJ, welcome. Grubster at 19. Grubster at 19, going once. Check it out, Jay from Kansas City. Grubster at 19, going once. Grubster at 19, going twice. Grubster at 19 for the third and final call. Sold to Grubster, 19 plus 5. Thank you and congrats. Okay, lot number 14. George Washington, uncirculated silver $50. 250th anniversary of his birth back in '82, so add 40 years to that. But of the two, as I always say, the proof in this, I always like the uncirculated finish like this. Easier to see the details, especially on the reverse Mount Vernon and the original presidential seal. It's also lower mintage than the proof. So let me get him back out so I can rotate him. I don't have him straight in there. Oh, there we go. 90% silver, $22 starting bid. Katie Blaze, you do need to register to bid, but unfortunately we don't have the ability to do that tonight because my wife, B, who normally does that, is in the hospital. So we won't be able to accept your bids tonight. Friday or Saturday when she's back in person, then you should be able to. Akita at 30, Dewey at 32. Derek at 36. Akita at 40. Yeah, that's true, Grubster. Yeah. I just have no way of confirming, so B does that. Derek at 44. Leonicio, you go to PayPal And our account is our email address, jbcoinsinc@gmail.com. Make sure you put the S in there, or you'll get the wrong account. And $25, and then down in the note section you put deposit, and make sure if your screen name is different from your name on your PayPal, write that down there too. Akita at 45. Malcolm just put the email account up there. George is sliding down a little bit. Derek at 48. Derek at 48, going once. Kakamai at 50. Kakamai at 50, going once. Kakamai at 50, going twice. Kakamai at 50 for the third and final call. Sold the Kakamai, $50. Thank you and congrats. Okay. Lot number 15 is 2019 River of No Return Wilderness Quarter from Idaho, and nice crisp West Point 2019 quarter. Beautiful condition. BU condition on this one, $25 starting bid. Jonathan Crocker, welcome. Jonathan, all the W quarters that they issued were all $2 million exactly. PNW 25, Bobby B, welcome. Grubster 26. Carolina 27. Shelly Wilton, welcome. Yeah, they weren't easy to find when they were brand new, Jonathan, in 2019, but now 4 years later, it's hard to believe it's already 4 years later, but yeah, they're really tough to find, and finding them in BU condition is next to impossible at this point. Katie Blaze, no, these are not silver, these are clad. Grubster at 28. Yeah, for sure. Carolina at 30. Whoop. Katie, it is definitely clad. It is not silver. Carolina at 30, going once. Excuse me. Carolina at 30, going twice. Carolina at 30 for the third and final call. Sold Carolina, $30 plus 5 for the first lot of the night. Total 35. B-Dub, welcome. All right, this one should be a fun one. Gonna be big money to start with, but original bank wrap roll 1968D from Brinks. Johnson Fairbox Company, Chicago, 40. Everything in downtown Chicago, the zip code starts with 606. So 60640 is the zip code for this. So you could probably look up what block downtown this was being wrapped at. So this is a full roll of 1968 old bank wrap rolls. You're gonna hear it clink when I put it down. $175 starting bid. So there should be 20, 40%, 68 Ds. The enders usually are dark like this on one side and then nice and shiny on the other side. And then everything inside a roll is usually pretty shiny too. So 175 starting bid. $68 Denver. 40% silver. Entire roll. So it came from Brinks. Damn the torpedoes. 20 pieces of silver, $175 starting bid. Any interest? Yep, under $9 a coin for 40% in the original wrap roll from Brinks from 55 years ago, something like that. Akita 175. Thank you, Akita. Akita at 175, going once. Akita at 175. going twice. Akita at 175 for the third and final call. B-Dub, you're hearing the guard dog puppy. He's 85, 83, 85 pounds. He thinks he's 8 pounds still, so he's snoring away. Akita sold 175. He grew up pretty much under this table when we were shooting videos when we first got started. He can't fit under the table. Table winds up rocking and everything. He thinks he's still 8 pounds. Yeah, he's on meds, so after he eats those, he usually sleeps pretty good. All right, so here you go. Lot number 17 is the United States Mint Proof Set, 1994. C of A's inside. This is not a silver set, even though it looks just like the silver set. These are all clad. Beautiful condition. Decams all. Starting bid, $16. Steve at 16. Steve at 16 going once. Man, look how smooth that penny is. Kakumai, $18. Kakumai at 18 going once. Steve at 20. Steve at 20 going once. This scuff right here by Kennedy's head is on the capsule, not on Kennedy. If I rotate it, you'll see it disappears. Steve at 20 going twice. Steve at 20 for the third and final call. Sold to Steve Ernest, $20. Thank you and congrats. Okay. All right, lot number 18. $1972 Eisenhower uncirculated silver dollar. Beautiful condition on the envelope. So there he is. Beautiful reverse on there. Obverse is real nice too. $19 starting bid. $19 starting bid. Any interest? Tracy at 19. Dewey Day at 20. Thanks, Jonathan. Take care. Dewey at 20 going once. Thank you, Steve. Dewey at 20 going twice. Dewey at 20 for the third and final call. Richard Hard, welcome. Dewey Day sold. $20, $5 first lot of the night, 25 total. Thank you and congrats. Okie dokie. Lot number 19. American Silver Eagle. 2021. Type 2. The new reverse, if you will. Gem BU to Mint State. $44 starting bid. PW 44. Dewey Day 46. Dewey at 46, going once. Midnight Rider, welcome. This is a type 2. Unfortunately, Midnight, we don't have my wife here tonight. She's in the hospital, so we don't have any way to set you up as a new bidder. You need to make a deposit to be a new bidder, and she has to confirm it. She's due to get out of the hospital hopefully tomorrow. So Friday and Saturday when we do this, you should be able to join us if you care to. You can hang out in the meantime. Dewey at 46, going twice. We have lots of cool stuff all the time. Dewey at 46 for the third and final call. Sold to Dewey Day 46. Thank you and congrats. Terry B6, welcome. All right, lot number 20. This is where we would normally take a halftime break after this lot, but I think with him sleeping, I'm just going to check what lots we've got on the table for the second half, and we'll just keep on rolling. Already took a quick break for him. This is a 67 SMS or special mint set. Original packaging. Look up already. 40% 67. The rest of these are clad, and that one is obviously 95% copper. Beautiful set. Getting rough or fine in clean condition like this without some sort of discoloration. $19 starting bid. Benjamin, they can be. It depends on, you know, how many of them, depends on what series they're in, that kind of thing. But B is more the expert on that than I am. Dale Van, 20. Mark, 25. T, I have no idea. Grubster, 26. Dale, 35. Thanks, Midnight Rider. It's possible. We've been finding rotation on some of these sets recently. It's hard in these sets to get a good angle on whether or not they are in fact rotated. You got to really play with them, and it's hard to do it on the camera. Benjamin, again, it depends on which set, because sometimes the uncirculated sets are, you know, a lower mintage. It's like the Type 1 2021 Eagle is more than the Type 2 because they only made them for 3 months versus 9 months for the Type 2. Dale at 35 going once. Randall at 36. hear you, Randall. VJ37. VJ at 37, going once. Randall 38. Cap Morgan, welcome. So he's facing that way. Kind of hard to tell. They do appear to be facing the same way. They don't seem rotated, but could be wrong. VJ 41. Randall 42. Yeah, I think so too, Brett. The nickel is impressive looking. The luster and the condition of the strike just looks really nice. VJ 43. Yeah, it's possible. I didn't look at it for that. The nickel is, and the penny, don't think so. The dime, yeah, it looks like it could be cameo. Kennedy, possibly. I mean, George. Kennedy, I'm not sure. But, yeah, George and the dime and the nickel probably. Randall, 45. Yeah, Captain, I agree. Yes, I know, that's what I was saying. The nickel, not so much because of the decam, it's just the way it looks. The overall presentation of the coin just looks really nice. VJ at 46. VJ at 46, going once. VJ at 46, going twice. VJ 46 for the third and final call. Sold VJ 46 plus 5 for the first lot of the night. Thank you and congrats. All right, so now I gotta find lot number 21. from Breaking B has these all laid out for us, so. Oops. Getting there, getting there. Okay. Well, let's see what we got. All right. VJ, I don't have any way to check tonight with Benati being here, so I vaguely remember that, but I don't have any way to check. So Steve, you're basically at the impact location for the nukes that are aimed at the mountain. I'm sure you guys have all talked about that around there. Okay, lot number 21, 1987, United States proof set. It's purple for some reason, but the coins are beautiful. $16 starting bid. Yeah, pretty much anywhere in the Chicago area, metro area, you're within 25-mile circle of most thermonuclear warheads that would be targeted at Chicago, O'Hare Airport, you know, military bases, things like that. So lots of places like that where you just sit there and you look across the water and you go, yeah, pretty much say goodbye. Grubster 16, Joseph at 17. Dale, I believe there were. I think it's just when you get 57 and older, they get really expensive. I know they go. I think you go back to 48 when the first Benjis came out. Grubster 18. Exactly, Steve. You won't even see the flash. Joseph at 20. I have just enough distance from downtown that I'll probably see the flash, and that's about it. Joseph at 20, going once. Joseph at 20, going twice. Haven't got to one yet, Jeffrey. We will get to one. About the time we were ready to go, they weren't shut down. So Joseph at 20 for the third and final call. Sold to Joseph. $20 plus 5 for the first lot of the night. Thank you and congrats. Yeah, growing up in the inner city of Chicago in the 60s in a very old school building with glass windows from the floor to the ceiling, and the ceilings were like 20 foot high. We were 26 blocks from downtown. So just over 3 miles. And they would have us do the duck and cover drills. Those of us that actually could think at that age kind of realized it was more like grab your ankles and say goodbye. 68 proof set with 68S silver proof Kennedy. And a really cool little note. Where did the note go? Uh-oh. Be not here. I don't see a note. Oh, come on. Maybe we'll find it as we go through here. It was a very cool little note. Shoot. All right, so there's the 68, 40%er. Rest of the set. I don't see the note. $22 starting bid. Oops. Got an avalanche here. $22 to Grubster. Just keep an eye on it for me. I'm trying to find this note. Man, I have a coin with a damaged slab, so I'll try and re-slab that too. I don't see the note. Grubster 24. Good way to put it, Chiffrey. Grubster 24 going once. Randall at 26. Thank you, Joseph. Grubster at 27. Steve at 28. Finally got an x-ray of my hand yesterday. The left one that's screwed up. No word on what it is. Don't know if it's carpal tunnel or something, you know, dating back to the military. Grubster at 30. Grubster at 30, going once. Randall at 32. Thanks, Brett. Grubster at 34. Yeah, Brett, that's for sure. Randall at 35. Yeah, the doctor freaked me out when he said that they actually have replacement thumb joints. Kind of like a replacement knee joint or hip joint. For your thumbs, they apparently have replacement thumb joints now. And I was like, what? Grubster at 36. Bloodshed, welcome. We're on lot 22, so you missed about half. Randall 37. What's that? The coin? Or the set? That's the front. That's the 40%er. 40% silver. And there's the reverse. Let's see. Yeah, they look pretty squared away. Sano, this is true. 37, Randall going once. That's what I was just trying to check out, but I don't see these two here look like they're actually kind of squared away, but as always, it's easier to do it when you don't have it in front of the camera. Randall at 37 for the third and final call. Sold Randall 37. $5 for the first lot of the night. Thank you and congrats. For those that came in late after I mentioned it, with everything going on with being in the hospital and puppy in the hospital and me having problems because of all the stress, the mail didn't get out like it should have. About half of the lots went out today, so those that went out today, you should have gotten an email notification with a tracking number. There's about 20 more that are sitting in the bin next to me that would have had postage on them today, so you should have got a tracking number for those today. And there are 3 from that batch that did not get packed yet, let alone posted. And that was Sano, Robert A., and Paul Orange. We will get to them, obviously, but needless to say, I kind of put B ahead of the mail, guys. Sorry. And the pooch. All right, lot number 23. This is a beauty. 1973, uncirculated finish. Not in the packaging, so you can see it really nice. Look at that. Is that a beautiful Ike or what? Uncirculated condition, $19 starting bid. Bill and Tam, 25. Yeah, I forgot to check for that one, so. Thanks, PNW, yeah. Dewey at 27. I mean, losing either one of them was, it just, you know, the thought of it just scares the hell out of me. Ouch. Grubster at 30. Yeah, Brett, that's pretty much what she told me on the phone. Go get some dinner and go pay the bills. She's sleeping now anyway, so. Or at least she was a few minutes ago, I don't know. You got your email, Dale? Good. Grubster at 30, going once. Thanks, Brett. Appreciate it. Grubster at 30 for the third and final call. Jeffrey, no, this is the uncirculated. You can see it right there. Uncirculated, 40%. Sold to Grubster 30. Thank you and congrats. Thank you, B-Dub. Alrighty, lot number 24. There we go. This one's always fun to set out. 65 BU 40%er. Gotta zoom just a bit here. They're not gonna fit. 66 BU 40%er. 67 BU 40%er. A little bit of reflection off of these luster. 68 40%er and 69 40%er. So there you got the set of 5. Gem BU to Mint State, $58 for the whole set. More of them. Yeah, the 70 is pretty much what's the only one that's really missing, which is the first NIFC. Shafter at 58. Oh, we got some goodies coming up, that's for sure. B always puts nice stuff in the front half, but the second half is where she just kind of puts the really wow stuff. Shafter at 58 going twice. Yeah, I know that, Bill. That's for sure. Nothing wrong with that either. Shafter at 58 for the third and final call. Sold the shafter. And wow, first one of the night. Sold the shafter, $58. Thank you and congrats. Now, the other night I was talking about is not stacking the coins this way, right? So the way you want to do this is this, that, this, and that. That way the staples are facing staples and the faces are always facing away from the staples. It's just a simple little trick, you know, because staples sitting just a little bit proud, and just like it catches your finger, it could catch the plastic or the coin. Jay, give B big hugs when you see her. Yeah, I definitely will be doing that, Lori, but of course I'm gonna have to be real gentle because, well, just because. So, all right, lot number 25. Melody Dawn, welcome. Melody, yeah, you're right. Kennedy did warn about a lot of things going on today. And if you go back and listen to two people, one a president, one not a president, Ronald Reagan talked about just being one generation away from losing the entire country as we knew it growing up. And Paul Harvey in 1966, I think. There's on YouTube, there's several versions of the video about the devil. Silver certificate, 1957 A series, very crisp. Blue seal, it is not a godless note. It's very evenly cut on the reverse. Nice and crisp. $19 starting bid. All right, Lori, understandable. You take care. Paul Harvey was the one that'll make your hair stand up on your arms and your neck, because he talks about, if I was the devil, this is what I would do. And he lists all the things that he would do to change our country from 1966 culture, which if you were around back then, you know what it was like. My hair's standing up thinking about it. To where we are now, 60 years later. It's really eerie how he nailed it back in 66. I mean, just literally boom, 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 Mark Comfort, 19. And that's one of the things we don't normally talk in here is politics, but the politics has everything to do with the coins, As long as we're talking about a coin and the historical nature of that coin, its relevancy to that's fine, But yeah, Akita, I miss Paul Harvey at lunch. That used to be my lunch break buddy, and I'm sure many people's. So Mark Comfort, 19, going once. That's pretty typical, Melody. Yeah. That's a good find, though. Mark Comfort, 19, going twice. Mark Comfort, 19 for the third and final call. Sold to Mark, $19. All right, lot 26, 2004, 50 state quarters silver proof set. So you got Michigan, Florida, Texas, Iowa, and Wisconsin. Look how pretty. So there you go, 5 hunks of 90% silver. Some really pretty coins. $48 starting bid. Dean, welcome. Terry B, welcome. Terry at 50. Yeah, I don't know how I survived back then riding my Stingray bicycle, my Schwinn, with no helmet, a homemade sissy bar, homemade forks, homemade skateboards, no pads, no helmets. Kakamai, 55. Dean, the pup, seems to be acting a little more normal. And his last trip outside, he looked a little bit healthier, if you know what I mean. So he just woke up and he's looking at me like, wait a minute. Should we have, but he already made a trip early, but with the meds he's on, he kind of goes off schedule. So now that he woke up, if he starts wandering over by the door, I gotta have to take him out again. Terry at 57. Brett, thank you. Happy Easter to you and everybody else that celebrates it this week. B and I celebrate it twice. We celebrate what I call Catholic Easter, her Easter, and it's our Easter, but it's from how she was brought up. And I was brought up as an altar boy in the Eastern Orthodox Church. So next week is, we're a week. Some years it's the same week. This year it's a week apart. So we get to have Easter 2 weeks in a row. It's good food. Akamai at 60. It's actually kind of enjoyable, get to do it twice. Akamai at 60. Terry at 62. And it's funny because I'm part Irish, so I've got the Irish Catholic in me, and then I've got the Greek Orthodox in me. But I wasn't Irish Catholic altar boy. I was a Greek Orthodox altar boy for 7 years. So I had a big old cathedral in downtown Chicago with a priest from Greece that didn't speak a word of English. That was wonderful. Kakamai 65. So happy Easter to everybody, whether it's this week, next week, or both. Passover, if that applies. Yeah, Henry, that was a great way when he said that every day. Good day. That, and my favorite part of his show was always right before that when he would say, we have Henry and Geraldine out in Omaha, Nebraska, celebrating 75 years on the way to forever. He was always talking about the old couples in Nebraska and how long they were married, Kakamai at 65 for the third and final call. It was sweet, Be awesome if we had that still. Sold to Kakamai, $65. Thank you and congrats. Yeah, and that's the rest of the story. Did you ever read his book that he wrote about that, Malcolm? He actually wrote a book called The Rest of the Story. The thing was great, man. All right, lot number 27, 48D Benji from our original bankroll. From the old gentleman that B got a whole roll of these things. This one looks like it could have been an ender because it's got a little bit of patina on the backside. So that could have been the outside of the roll. And then shiny on the inside. 90% silver either way. $48 starting bid. Euro McConnell. Yeah. Yeah, 48Ds are very desirable. They came out in 48. A 48D for some reason, I believe it was the mintage. They were very, very interesting. Malcolm, I don't remember him talking about the journal. Braden and the boys, welcome. Grubstard 48. Carolina 50. Armageddon with Paul Harvey. I'm writing it down. I love that old stuff. Carolina at 50, going once. Carolina at 50, going twice. Carolina at 50 for the third and final call. Sold to Carolina, $50. Thank you and congrats. Yeah, I can imagine that would have to be funny. I mean, his sense of humor was so dry and so like our grandparents' generation, I guess. That's who raised me, was my grandparents' generation, World War II folks, and the ones from the old country. Imagine that. Great-grandma from Greece and great-grandma, great-grandpa from Ireland. Talk about going off to the Navy and not knowing whether you're supposed to drink, fight, or whatever. But he's doing the door thing, so I'm going to take him out again, and I'll be right back, guys. We have lot 28 coming up, so we're cranking through it. Be right back. Okay, Pop, let's go. Ouch. Yep, I'm coming. Alrighty, that was not bad. Oh, y'all having a prayer for me. Nadine, she's in the hospital. Hoping that she's going to get out sometime tonight or early morning. After that was sweet, you guys. All righty. Giroli, I agree with you. So here we go, lot number 28. $19.79 proof set, and you can see on the back here there's Susan B, first year, and the Mint in their infinite spending they left the leftover Ike proof set capsule and then put the Susan B in the middle there. But the coins themselves are in gorgeous shape. Got 6 beautiful decams there, and so it makes for a very nice set. $18 starting bid. Yeah, Henry. Either he doesn't. Sometimes it's funny. Sometimes he does it. A lot of times, like you said, when he comes back in, he fills back up. But sometimes he fills up on the way out the door. No logic to that I know of. Okay, so this is $18 starting bid. Joseph's at 18. Never noticed it before this proof set, but Susan B seems to be needing a nose job there. Dale at 20. Captain Morgan, don't know off the top of my head, but looks like a clear S to me. What do you guys think? That looks like a pretty clear S right there. CMC is the D. No, there's no D on this one. This is all S's. Welcome, CMC. Dale at 20, going once. Randall 22. Yeah, CMC, you get that good corn liquor like that, you need to share. Randall at 22, going once. Dale at 24. Dale at 24, Randall at 25. Yeah, same goes for you, Captain. Somebody doesn't show up for a while, it's like, I hope they're okay. Randall at 25, going once. Melanie, yeah, that's a good comparison. VJ, the special mint sets only existed for 3 years because Eva, the mint director at the time, thought that by not having mint marks, we wouldn't, as collectors, be interested in the coins. So Randall at 25 going twice. And then when she passed, they found all kinds of custom-made error coins in her estate. Randall at 25 for the third and final call. Sold to Randall. Thank you and congrats. Alrighty. Lot number 29. How about this one? You don't see these very often, like this. 2009 series. Star note. Pretty low serial number. And it's a Federal Reserve note. Zoom out just a tad so you can see the belt clearer. Nice crisp condition. $35 starting bid. Henry O at 35. Henry O at 35 going once. Henry O at 35 for the third and final call. Sold to Henry O. First one on the night. 35 plus 5 equals 40. Thank you, Henry. And congrats. Alrighty, lot number 30, we're getting there. This is the United States Constitution coins. 1987 silver dollar. So we know we got 90% silver in here. Yep. Come on. Doesn't want to come out of there. Come on. What's the holdup? I think what it is, somebody put it in upside down. Oh, come on. There it goes. Whew. Constitution 200th anniversary, decam, and E pluribus unum from out of many $1 on the reverse. This is how it was in there, and you can actually see it actually dented the dented the little retainer in there. But that's the coin. 90% silver, $38 starting bid. Yes, it is PayPal only, unfortunately. And we've talked about Cash App in the past from time to time. Apparently the founder or co-founder of Cash App was murdered in San Francisco today. So it's like, wow, the last month there's been nothing but bad news about that company. It's like, yikes. Well, you can't do that, Malcolm? I thought somebody had said that. Dale at 40. Dale at 40, going once. Dale at 40, going twice. Dale at 40 for the third and final call. Sold Dale, $40 plus $5 for the shipping for the first lot of the night. Makes it 45. Okay, lot number 31. This one I've got in a flip just so you guys can see the detail on this thing. What she got for starting price? That's not bad. So check this out. 1908 Barber dime. See the reading on the edges? So I put it in the oversized slab so you can do this. It's not stapled, so I'm just holding it in there in place. Starting bid is $49. I'll put it in the proper slab that it belongs. I didn't have time to do that before we started. Isn't that beauty? Bill and Tam, $50. Put that flat on the table. Well, there, it just opens up. You can see what I mean. I just put it in there for safekeeping. Yep, Bill and Tam at 50. Carolina at 52. Grubster 54. Carolina 56. Yeah, Malcolm. I mean, everybody. It's the coloring is right. You can tell looking at it that it obviously hasn't been cleaned, at least not in this century. Because look at the transition. I'm not going to touch the coin, but like his jawline, that little faint change in the color where his jawline is. If you cleaned it, there's no way you could recreate that. You know. Two-chin lot. I'm not even sure what you're talking about, dude, because we're talking about a 1908 silver Barber dime right now. So I think you got a lot of lag. Melody, very true. That's why normally we don't talk politics, we don't curse, and we don't advertise other channels. So by avoiding those three, you tend to avoid a lot of the problems that go along with them. That and not having music on the channel, not to mention the music is kind of a distraction. So Grubster at 58 going once. Kakumai at 60. Maybe if we do that, he might catch, 2chan might catch on it. They got a lot of lag. Kakumai at 60, going once. Kakumai at 60, going twice. That's true, Grubster. Kakumai at 60 for the third and final call. Sold Kakumai, $60. Thank you and congrats. And I'm just going to take this one and set it right over here until I can slab that. I'm just going to write it in the book. Okay. Lot number 32. Got to zoom out. This one, I believe, was in one of our announcement videos. 1996 uncirculated coin set. Oh, if you've never seen this, reminds me, there's portions of the production process that are on this envelope. If you go to the Mint website, mint.gov, they actually have a video right now of how they mint the coins. Pretty cool to watch if you've never seen it. This is what people look for this set for. 1996 West Point mint mark Roosevelt dime. First of its kind West Point minted Roosevelt. They've since made one more that I know of for March of Dimes, but that one was for the 50th anniversary. So there's the rest of the set here. Philadelphia, gorgeous set. Or no, that's Denver, sorry. And here's Philly. Usually that's a pretty good clue. So, $36 starting bid. Jafroli, for us, it's not about just the bargains. It's you know, B and I go and hunt. B will look through 100 sets like this, and 99 of them aren't good enough for, you know, because they weren't stored right. They've got some milkiness in here, whatever. Just tosses them back. So for one on the table, there's probably 100 that she turned away. Bill and Tam at 45. So it's all about the quality, and then it just depends on who's here and what you guys, you know, how competitive you guys are for something. Grubster 46. Sometimes we throw something out that people, it's an anniversary or it's a birth date or, you know, birth year, something like that. Sano 47, Mark 50. And we have people that'll ask us, yeah, hey, I need a 1981, you know, set, or I need this, or I need that. You know, we've got a little list of, things that we're looking for, things for our collection, things for people that have requested, and then things that you guys usually like to see. Mark at 50. So a lot of work at it, but I get to work with her and I get to look at her. So, tough job, but somebody's got to do it, right? Mark at 50 going once. Mark at 50 going twice. Mark at 50 for the third and final call. Sold Mark $50. Yeah, Geraldine's right. I'm pretty sure B would know, but I'm pretty sure that dime is worth more than what you paid for this whole set. That's why the dealers take them out and blame it on collectors swiping them. It's always us collectors, We're the ones that caused the coin shortage. We're the ones that caused the coin shortage in the 60s that gave Eva the excuse to make the special mint sets, or actually not make the special mint sets. She got forced into doing it. So thank you and congrats, Mark. Those dirty coin collectors. All right, here we go. Lot number 33. How's this? 2023, this year. First strike. PCGS MS 70 Silver Eagle. First ones out of the mint this year. Zoom in on her. And $70 starting bid. Hey, Malcolm, you got the right bait. She might go down there, Wild cards, 70. Wild cards, I'm pretty sure you have a deposit or had a deposit, went through it, so. So wild card at 70, going once. And for new folks, don't ever confuse this mark right here that looks like a West Point mark. That's not a West Point mint mark. If it had a West Point mint mark or an S mint mark, it would be on the reverse right about this location. What you're seeing in the front is the designer's initials. If you look at a Walking Liberty, you'll see that designer's initials in the same location. Wild card at 70 going twice. Very cool, Brett. Yeah, definitely Melody, for sure. Definitely want to go to places like that. Wild card for 70, third and final call. Sold wild card 70 plus 5 for the first lot of the night. Thank you and congrats. Alrighty. This is kind of like an oxygen set. If it was sealed, that would be about the only thing that would make it better, I think. Somebody named Kathy. Looks like this was birthday money. It says for Kathy, Kathy's year, 1956. You can see what they wrote back then, whenever it was they got this. This was actually one of the sets that we had in as a question, and then look at the corrugated cardboard. There's the set. Look at these. Is that Benji Blast white enough for you? Not a flaw in the face. Same thing with the quarter. And of course, look at the set. Jeez, can't get much redder than that one, right? What a beauty. Absolutely gorgeous 56 Philly Mint set. 3 silvers, 90% each. $89 starting bid. The older you get in these, the more expensive and the rarer they become. The ones in the late 40s, early 50s are in the thousands. Dale Van, 55. Nope, not enough, sorry. 89 starting bid. Yeah, another runner in the night. Grubster at 60. No. Sano 89. Grubster at 90. Now we go. Now we're in the right place. Yeah, Brett, you better get those dancing shoes on, because from here on out, I think you're going to be on your tippy toes. Sano at 89. Going, oh, Grubster at 91. I mean, these coins here are gorgeous, but that sucker's just amazing. So is this one. It's Sano at 95. This is. I mean, I don't get to see a lot of these sets. Like I said, I really don't look at them before we put them out here. Beal set up the lots, and then I'll be looking at these first eyes on, just like when you guys are. And I'll start looking at them more, and I see more detail over on the laptop because it's a bigger screen, right? So with my vision. But you look at these, and it's like, good God, this, beautiful, beautiful red, and this blast white over here, and nothing on the fields at all. No bag marks, nothing, which there shouldn't be, but 60 some years of being banged around, they can get that way. Kita at 105, Sano 115. Yeah, Malcolm, they are. They're very hard to find, and they're, like I said, they're very hard to find in this kind of condition. So whoever gets this might want to do some homework, seriously, and find out each one of these coins, what's the highest available grade, and maybe do a Photoshop or a photo grade comparison. Because if you got one in this package that's at the high end of the grade range, it could be more than what the whole set's worth, Zoom in on the 9 on the set. Grubstrip 120. Trying, man, but the camera doesn't like that. See if I can do it this way. That's a little better. Grubstrip 120. Looking at the big screen, it looks like there's a dot in the middle, like it's not filled all the way. Sano at 125. Ouch. Grubster 130. Knuckle steps. Yeah, remember when you're checking these out, if it's a mint proof, then things like full torch or full split bands or full steps on the nickel, or full bell lines, none of that stuff counts on a proof. It's expected to be there. P&W, this is a Philadelphia proof. So I don't know, maybe on a Philadelphia proof. 55 is the main, when in doubt, 55 is the main Benji that's thought of as the Bugs Bunny. But it turns out there's 4 or 5 of them that be investigated and put in the video we did about him. Now he does not look, his profile is nice and tight. He doesn't look like he's got a Bugs Bunny on there. And the Bugs Bunny looks more like a Dracula, but I'm pretty sure that for marketing purposes, they came up with Bugs Bunny because it sounds less threatening or less scary. Grubster at 140. Sano 145. Akita 150. Grubster 160. Sano at 160. Sano at 175. Just gotta take that one down, Roy. Troy, sorry. Gotta remember, this becomes a video after we get done. So anything that's in the chat becomes permanent. That's why I always say we don't want to put your information in here to live on the internet forever as a security feature, you know, or security factor. Sano at 175. Yeah, Melody, when something trips the folks trigger, some of them have gone 4 or 5 times this much. So Sano at 175, Kakumai at 180. And I just want to check, is there anybody here in the chat that's, you know, holding a gun to anybody's head to make them bid? You know, 'cause we get all the trolls that come in every once in a while and go, oh, you know, guys, you could get the cheap. It's like, yeah, go away. Grubster 200. Yeah, I want to spend that kind of money on a set with one of these from eBay. Sure, it's not from China. It's from California. Grubster 200, going once. Troy, it's a 56. Grubster at 200, going twice. Akita at 205. Whoopsie, I wrote too soon. Akita at 205, going once. Arthur, more than likely, the 79 Susan B with no mint mark means it's a Philadelphia. Akita 205, going. once. Akita 205 going twice. Akita 205 for the third and final call. Sold Akita 205. Thank you and congrats. D Farmer, welcome. I gotta be careful putting this one back in because of the odd packaging compared to what we're used to. And done. All right. So any of you that might be feeling left out because you didn't get that last lot, I'll give you something else to argue about. How about a 1885 Morgan? All right, Malcolm, here you go. Do your diagnostics, man. There's nowhere on the hair or any of the high points that normally go first. It's nice and clean. Here's the reverse. It is an 1885 Philly Silver Morgan 90%er, $105. Yeah, very clean feels. Nice feather transition from the chest to the neck to the eyeball and the stink eye. But look at how clean. That's just unreal, man. There you go. Grubster 110. Doug Valentine, welcome. Doug Valentine 120. P&W 125. D-Farmer is just me tonight, buddy. I wish it wasn't, but it's just me. My bride is in the hospital. Gerald D, or P&W 125 going once. Andrew, welcome. Doug Valentine 130. Grubster 135, Grubster 145. Stink eye intact, yeah, very important. That's the way I used to view America, kind of, you know, kind of like a cocky sailor or Marine, you know. Oh, really? Come on over here. Night, Earl. Thanks, Melody. Yeah, I'm hoping she'll be home tomorrow. Grubster 145 going once. P&W 140. Oh, Grubster was 145. P&W 150. Just ahead of Kakumai. Yeah, exactly. Bloodshed. Grubster 155. Yeah, the old neighborhood, somebody gave you the stink eye. It usually meant that the next thing that was coming was not going to be as pleasant. Go ahead. Yeah, it could be a little offset. Rim's looking a little thinner on this side than this side, if that's what you're seeing. So Grubster 155 going once. Grubster 155 going twice. Kakamon 160. Yeah, Jafoli, I mean, this whole coin is really strong. The reverse is really strong and clean, which is something like I've told you guys, I really focus on that because I don't have the depth of knowledge on these yet that I'd like to have. So if the back is good and strong and everything that I'm looking for is there, then I look at the front and, you know, but this one, it had both. The front caught my eye first, and then I looked at the reverse, which is, I think, the first time I've done that. Grubster 165. Grubster at 165, going once. Grubster 165 going twice. Grubster 165 for the third and final call. Sold Grubster 165. Thank you and congrats. Okay. The infamous JB Coins grenade. Wheat penny bag with engines in it. 1990 or 1906. 1889. There's a nice red looking wheat. 1951D. Another red one here. So a lot of nice looking coins in there. Several reds. $30 starting bid. Grubster, I don't know, man. Let me see if I can do it real quick while the mods keep an eye on. So Grubster was 19 on the first lot plus 5. Then 30. 24, 54. Yeah, 54 plus the 165. Mark Comfort 65. Oh man, Mark at 65. Melody, yeah, this happens. We've caused a lot of trouble with these over the year. Doug at 70. These bags, people love them. And we have a gigantic, when we first got this, we got a gigantic bank bag, 5,000 wheat pennies unsearched from a coin dealer that we know that buys a lot of estates. And he says he messes with the gold. He doesn't have time to mess with these. So he just throws them in the bank bag till it weighs 50 some pounds. And then it's about 5,000 pennies. And we just happened to find one in the shop before he wholesaled it. So we got it. And we've been digging them out one little bag like that at a time. Several 1909s, several 1909 VDBs. It's just amazing the coins that have come out of there, and B will not let me search even for us. Yeah, Grubster, I understand. Mark at 75 going twice. Fun bag, that's a good name for it, although, I don't know. Mark Comfort at 75 for the third and final call. Sold, Mark, $75. Thank you and congrats. Alrighty. Well, you guys see this one? I swear she does this to us on purpose, you know? Okay, here we go. Lot number 37. Series 1963. Red seal. $5 bill. Looks like it's offset cut to the bottom, slightly to the right, but it has this other little problem here. See, B didn't get to put the lots out, so it's twins. 1004 and 1003 on the serial numbers. And you can see the reverses are just the whole thing is just crisp. So I gotta be careful putting that back in. Beautiful. Starting to bid. $86. Thank you, Mark. H. Doe, let's see. Hey, coin guy. There's different colors of aluminum coins. What's that called? Well, considering there's one aluminum coin that is legal to own, I guess that's the only one that exists. So I'm not sure what else you're referring to. Henry O at 86. Thank you, Henry. And by the way, my name's Jay. It's just one of my initials. I don't go by Coin Guy. C-Red, cool, dry, dark. Fairly consistent temperature, low humidity, not too hot, not too cold, you know, and away from daylight. The old timers, somebody said it earlier about Morgan, I think. The old timers used to put it in a sock drawer, you know, as long as it wasn't one of the dressers that had cedar lined drawers. You know, so back in the day, before there was all kinds of foo-foo smelling stuff and everything, or cedar chest drawers, that's pretty much what they did. Henry O 86 going once, twice, oops, sorry Henry. 86 from Henry O for the third and final call. And I know we already got one tonight. Sold to Henry O, 86. Sorry, Henry, I was answering that question and all of a sudden I didn't see that you bid on there. Okay. Now where did that one go? There it is, okay. Sue, one of our favorites, 1952, Booker T. Washington and George Washington Carver, better known as a Washington Carver $50 commemorative, uncirculated condition, Philadelphia mint mark, and this is kind of what we were talking about earlier, Americanism, freedom and opportunity for all, and it's got USA in the middle there. You know, they probably couldn't even make that coin nowadays. So there you go. 90% silver, obviously. These two gentlemen went from slave cabins to the Hall of Fame and beyond. So 90%ers, $28 starting bid. 52 is the beginning of this series, and they ran for about 5 years, PD&S. And then Booker T. Washington started way back in 46 and ran through 51, and then they switched it to this. So you had two black slaves on 90% silver pieces, about 15 each, so about 30 coins, something like that. Doug Valentine, 50. And that was 71 years ago from this coin, and there's older coins than that. Yeah, cedar off gases, and that's what keeps the bugs away. And that glues, PVC, rubber bands, they will destroy coins like you wouldn't believe. C-Rad, if you check out our main JB Coins on YouTube, our main page, we have a playlist there for new collectors, and one of the things we have in there is what are the best options for storage. And it talks about, you know, depending on how valuable the coin is, you might want to upgrade from this to this to this. All of those supplies, like these flips, are listed down below on our website, JBCOINSINC, down at the bottom of that. Almost all of them are BCW. The cardboard boxes, we have them in our BCW. So all very safe and stable stuff that's not going to damage the coins. Doug at 50 going once. Doug at 50 going twice. H. Doe, you might want to let the grading companies know that, because the grading companies are the ones that graded the fake aluminum silver coin from China you're talking about. And the original 1975 aluminum coin is in possession of the Treasury. They put it out on display from time to time. So you might want to tell the Treasury that their coin's a fake as well. So Doug at 50 for the third and final call. Had to double check. Sold to Doug, $50 plus 5 for the first lot of the night. Thank you and congrats. You know, one of the things I would love to do is, I mean, obviously our channel, a big part of it is the education, the history, and then, coins like this or Booker T himself. If I had the money, I would love to be able to get a tube or 3 or 4 tubes of those Booker T's and go back to my old school in the old neighborhood. Because the kids that grew up with me, the ones that survived went out and, made something of themselves, right? They didn't listen to the people that said, oh, you're never going to get out of this neighborhood, you're never going to get off of food stamps, whatever. And there were those of us that proved them wrong. But nowadays, everybody down there is like, oh, no, this and that. Well, I would love to just go down there and talk to them about history and then hand each one of them a nice BU condition Booker T and say, okay, that's 70 years old. I'm only 65. So how come growing up, my friends were able to do what these guys did 50 years before I was born? What's your excuse? I would love to do that. I'd probably get dead, but so this one here, I'm leaving it on a piece of paper because I don't want to handle it. This is a 1989. It says 88 on the paper, but this is a 1989 Bundesrepublik Deutschland. This is a 10 mark coin, okay? And it says 1942 from 1989, okay? And it's kind of weird that it's from 1942. B could probably tell us why the significance between 42 and not 45. But look at the different, tribal, if you will, or town items on there. And then there's edge lettering. Whoop. And look at this eagle. This eagle is just incredible. Look at that. 1989, D-mint mark. And it's almost like they're individual dots. I haven't put it under the microscope, but they look almost like they're individual dots making that eagle. So I'm going to slide that off. And now that is a coin that I normally would handle wearing gloves, which you guys know I normally don't handle coins with gloves. That I would, because it's got the edge lettering, and so $32. I don't remember the silver content of this. This is a 10 mark coin. The ones that we've had in the past have been the 5 mark coins. PNW 32, Kakamai 40. $6.25, thank you, Dick. I know they differed from 5 and 10 mark, differed over the years. So, B knows them, but she collected in Europe, and they looked at her like she was crazy when she was a little kid, collecting perfectly good spending money. Kakamai 55. And I didn't have access to this stuff when I was a kid, except for the ones that were World War II era that my uncles brought back from different theaters. Steve at 57. Jafroli, yeah, they do. But the cool thing is between these coins is how the design keeps evolving. The 70s and 80s, they really just kept changing up the design. It's really cool. Some of them are absolutely gorgeous, like this one. Steve at 57, going once. Andrew, sure thing. Like I say, I want to try and, there we go. And, come on. There we go. I'm touching the edge, not the side. So, before somebody reams me about it. Gogglemy at 60, going once. Yeah, Jafroli, I mean, that's what I was thinking about the front was, how much, yeah, it was 89, so it wasn't like World War II era or whatever, but 1989, still, to have I don't know what kind of technology they used to cut these chains, these, or on the Eagle. I don't know if they were like a spot weld. That's what they remind me of. Is the way a spot weld is tied together to where you have one after another after another after another like that. Or do they have an actual die that's cut like that they just stamp it. I don't know. It's not steel, Givroli. No, it's silver. It's just one of those that you puzzle over it. You look at it, and it's a beautiful coin, and obviously there's tremendous history. And now I'm seeing on the larger screen, they didn't. It's not 42. It's 49. See, from where I was looking at it here, without the camera, that looked like 1942, and I was going to ask B about it. It's 49. So that makes sense. 49 to 89. That's 40 years after the war, commemorating something that happened in 49. Don't know. I don't know that history. So Kakamai 65. Yeah. 40th anniversary of West Germany. Okay, that makes sense, Andrew. So that's pretty much right about when the wall came down, right? When the East Germans threw the wall up in the middle of the night by the oh shoot, I know this, the gate, you know which one I'm talking about, the arch gate that everybody had to pass through going east or west. Kakamai at 65 going once. It's the one that caused, so they're celebrating like 49. Brandenburg Gate, that's what it is. Thank you, Andrew. That's the one that, wasn't it Winston Churchill that they had the famous Iron Curtain speech that an Iron Curtain has fallen upon Europe the night that they rolled out. Basically, the first night it was just a bunch of barbed wire and concertina wire, which I'm not saying that stuff's fun to play in, but it wasn't what it became later. And a lot of the video that you see later of people trying to escape and not making it. So, Kakamai at 65 for the third and final call. Sold to Kakamai, $65. Thank you and congrats. Troy, I wish, man. I'm having, ever since a year ago, I had that little TIA thing with the with the brain. It's I've been calling it Swiss cheese brain for the last year or so, and it turns out that's what happened. So some of my memory is not clicking like it used to. So folks, thanks for coming. Thanks for having another fun night. A lot of cool stuff, hopefully. Yeah, CRS, yeah. Thank you, Troy. Yeah, the sad part is I used to have, when I was a younger guy, before this happened, I was called in to testify, for example, at a court trial, and they were preparing, and they had a 3-foot high stack of documents in the lawyer's office, and they started to ask me questions, and it had been 11 years since I was in the meeting room that all that paperwork was about. And I simply walked up to the wall in the lawyer's office, and I went to their blackboard, and I did the same thing I did in the meeting 11 years earlier. And I did a Ben Franklin T, and I put $3 million on the top, and then I wrote some stuff on the left side and some stuff on the right side, and I said, that's what I wrote on the wall 11 years ago. And then the senior attorney partner went, oh man. So I was known for that, but I don't have that anymore. It sucks. Henry, take care, buddy. Thank you for coming. Thank you everybody for coming. Thank you all for your prayers. We, my understanding is we will be here Friday and Saturday, but I don't know how that. I got to talk to B because that's Holy Friday and Saturday. So the following week in the Greek church, we would be in church normally at midnight mass. And in the past, since we started the channel, when we were doing live streams on Greek Easter, since not so many folks were celebrating Eastern Orthodox, I would sing at midnight. I would sing Christos Anesti, which is the Greek Christ is risen, and usually freak people out because, whoa. But that's my favorite song. I love singing that song. But it's inappropriate to sing until midnight Easter. So God bless everybody. Everybody have a safe rest of your week. If we do the live stream Friday, which I'm guessing B is going to probably say yes, even though it's Holy Friday in the Catholic Church. We will probably be here at 6 p.m. Central. Watch the community section on our Facebook page, or excuse me, on our YouTube page. And that's where B has been posting stuff, like health issues or the live streams canceled or whatever it might be. News about family members that are in trouble or hurt or whatever. It's usually going to be on our YouTube page on the menu bar where it says videos, shorts, and then it says community. You click on community and there's a whole bunch of messages down below that. So if she decides not to have it on Holy Night, we'll post it up. But my assumption is based on prior years, we're going to probably be doing Friday and Saturday. So 6 p.m. Central. So God bless all of you. Thank you for another wonderful evening. And see y'all Friday night if you're here. Till then, we're out.